Hello everybody, this is PotterBrony, and welcome to another blind reaction of DWK's Totally Legit Recap. This time we have the Equestria Girls, parts 1 and 2, Totally Legit Recap. Parts 1 and 2 being of the first movie, both parts that he did of it. Yeah. Noticing on his playlist though, he doesn't have the second part of Rainbow Rocks up, so next week I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing there. I don't really want to skip to the actual back to the series because I want to let him catch up. I heard that he was working on and finishing up the premiere because yeah, episode 1 of, as of now, episode 1 of season 7 is not up. The recap of it. So let me know if I should just take a break from it or let him catch up, or if it's fine to just continue on with the Rainbow Rocks one, watch the shorts in the first half. I kind of wanted to do it all in one video, but I'll let you guys decide what you think should be best there. Alright, so let's just get started with the first half. Part 1 of the Totally Legit Recap Equestria Girls. In 3, 2, 1, and go.
Okay, so Twi and the gals have just arrived in the Crystal Empire to attend her inaugural Princess Toga party. And Rarity's like, Twilight! And Twi's like, Jesus Christ, dude, chill out. And Rarity's like, sorry, bro, we really thought season 3 was the end, and I'm still having panic attacks. Fluttershy started taking Xanax again, and I'm pretty sure Pinky drank 4 bottles of wine on the ride over here. When I drink, I can feel joy again, but I need more every time. And Twi's all, don't worry,
That's
guys,
a real problem.
we're back, and we're gonna have a grand old time together, all 6 of us, just like normal. I may be an alicorn now, but that doesn't mean I'm better or more important than any of you. Nobody said anything about that? So, 8 hours and many Jaeger bombs later, Twi's having her nightcap, and she's like, Spike, I feel old. And Spike's like, man, shut the fuck up. Thanks, Spike. Good talk. Sorry, dude, but I mean, why would you feel old? You're young, you're powerful, everyone loves you, and you're probably immortal. When people like you feel insecure, it's like you're just spitting on the rest of us. Yeah, man, but I didn't ask for any of this, you know? A few months ago, I was just that girl who lives in the library and maybe doesn't trim certain things as frequently as most people do. Now I have to do, like, princess shit, and I have to shower, like, every day. I mean, all I did was fix my own fuck up, and suddenly everybody thinks I'm a goddamn genius. I was a borderline misanthrope before we moved to Ponyville, and now I'm literally the princess of worrying about other people's feelings. I don't know if I want to do this shit. Well, Twilight, you just have to deal with it, because it's not like you can go back to being a teenager or something.
Oh, here we go.
I love little girls, they make me feel so good. I love
Okay, that's
so bad when they're around. They make me feel like I'm the only guy in town.
interesting song choice from Oingo Boingo. Pretty sure that's who it is.
So everyone's asleep and... Oh, God. This got really dark all of a sudden. A spooky hooded pony has invaded the castle and, judging by this expression, is about to do the same to Twilight. Fortunately, this is just a robbery, and not even a successful one because she trips over the plot. Twilight. Hey, Twilight. Why are you just chasing her? You're an alicorn. Twilight, seriously. Twilight. Apparently, Twily's sleeping pills are really strong because the only plan she can come up with to stop the thief is to run after her while screaming and then try to bite her. Surprisingly, it doesn't work, and the mysterious pony escapes through a Toys R Us display piece. And so the big white bitch is like, oh yeah, Sunset Shimmer, man, that takes me back. So like, she kind of used to be my student, but then she kind of went over to the dark side, and she kind of bailed on me,
messed up.
and I was kind of like, hey, it's probably just a phase. Then I started doing other stuff, and I kind of forgot about it. Why do you keep saying kinda? I'm kind of trying to make it sound like this isn't my fault. Look, whatever. What's this place you ran off to? And Sunbutt's like, it's a messed up place, Twilight. Even we don't fuck with it. A place full of gangly, twiggy creatures with huge, vacant eyes. A place where the magic of friendship has no domain and only money matters. We call it the girl's toy aisle. This off-brand knockoff crown she replaced yours with is a product of that soulless world. And Candy Saw, listen, Holmes, you gotta go through the portal and get your crown. I mean, if the elements of harmony don't work, we might as well just bend over and spread them. And Twigs is like, no problem, dude. I got my best friends, and together we can do anything. Nah, man, they can't go. Why the fuck not? Because there's like this balance or something, and if you go, it'll like get unbalanced. So you know, it's a balance. Look, just trust me on this, okay?
Makes
Eat my
total
ass,
sense.
you cum-colored Christmas ornament. Hey, bottom line is you can't go because I said so. Now sit down and shut the fuck up. You know, I've realized something about Celestia over the years, and going back and watching this movie really clinched it for me. When I first saw Big and Tall over here, I took her for this sort of mythical creature, a phenomenally powerful god empress whose long life and great deeds were the stuff of legends. But she's not. She isn't that omniscient divine ruler we all thought she was back in the old days, nor is she a political figure who was put in her position by any kind of democratic process. Celestia is Equestria's mom. She's been around the longest, she knows the most, and even if she seems full of shit sometimes, you should probably just listen to her. And Luna's like, oh yeah, by the dubs, you've got 72 hours before the thing closes for the next 30 plot years. So, good luck with that. So, with steely determination and absolutely no help, Princess Twilight Twiggly Wiggly Sparkle ventures forth into an unknown dimension. And Spike's like,
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
and twice, oh god damn it, Spike, Celestia said I was the only person who could go. And he's like, don't worry about it, man, I obviously don't count as a person. Oh god, dude, what the hell is this shit? What do I look like? Well, you look like a vehicle for selling knockoff Monster High dolls that have less clothing, less detail, and fewer points of articulation. Wait, I mean, those dolls could have been great, but no, they had to make them all cheap, and they weren't even worth it to a faggot like me. What the fuck are you talking about? At least they saved the whole thing with the minis, but goddamn, I really wanted those dolls to be. God damn it, Spike, am I still hot or not? My bad, my bad. You look alright. 7.5 out of 10, I'd smash it. Your doll's not gonna look good, though, I'm sorry. But that's cool because we've got a better cartoon. Although that Monster High web series is pretty fucking sweet. You should check it out. Right, so, Twilight flips off Princess Celestia and then uses her new body to pull off some sick-ass avant-garde dance moves that I refer to as the Twiggly Wiggle.
Wiggle your arms if you're secretly a horse. Gonna bring the sun a charm and rock the school by force. Spread your hands out wild like you was dropping confetti. Then let your limbs flop around like they was made of spaghetti. Scream and flail as you fail, grab the rail. It's a party, son. Trips to the stumble like your ass got Parkinson's. Come on, man. All you gotta do to learn to wiggle with the twist. Turn your body to a noodle. Do the Twiggly Wiggle.
It's a good dance.
You know, you assholes don't give Twilight enough credit. Who the hell else do you know could jump into an alternate dimension, end up in a new body, and just figure out how to walk in like 5 minutes? Okay, well, Spike did it too, but as this movie is already illustrated, he doesn't count. Look, my point is that I couldn't fucking do this. If I was in Twilight's situation, I would have a massive anxiety attack, crawl my way to the nearest bar, realize I was a teenager and couldn't buy alcohol, and then jump off a bridge. Holy jumpin' jailbait, what do we have here? Oh boy, the fiery hair, that smug expression and confident strut, leather jacket, leather boots, nice rack, excellent sense of color coordination. Hold on to your husbandos, ladies, because Sunset Shimmer means business and she knows what she wants. Look at that. You know she does. So, Twi talks to this random girl that Shimmy was fucking with, and she's like, yo, man, who is that? And the other girl's like, oh, that's Sunset Shimmer. She's, cunt. You know, the more I look at this chick, the more I feel like I've seen her before. Oh my god,
weird,
her name is
right?
Fluttershy? I figured that maybe Fluttershy snuck through the portal to help Twi, but this girl doesn't even know her at all. It's weird, man. Then Human Buttershush tells Twiggy that the school principal has her crown and a... Wait, no. What? Guys, check it out. This lady looks just like Celestia. She's even got this like little thingy going on with her hair that looks like it's a crown. This is like some Twilight Zone shit right here. It's like freaking me out, dude. Anyway, Human Celestia uses her.
Must be weird to watch it on
to tell
drugs.
Twilight that the only way she can have the crown is if she wins the Queen of the Doll section award at prom. And so Twilight's like, well, I've got no choice but to do this. It's the only way. And Spike's all, bruh, let's just find the crown, take it, and then bounce. Boom. done so. It wouldn't even be stealing. The thing's yours. And Twilight's like, Spike, don't mess with the girl's plot unless you buy her dinner first. Now shut up, we're doing it my way. Man, you really do take after Celestia. So, Twiggers has to sign up for the boxing match or the mud wrestling contest or however it is you compete for prom queen. I don't know. I did go to my high school prom, but I was not paying attention. Anyway, she goes to meet the head of the itty bitty titty committee, and hey, Pinky, what? AJ's here too? What? Wait a second. I know what's going on. Okay, hold on. Just bear with me here. I know this is gonna sound crazy. This alternate dimension has human versions of all the characters from the show. Man, how do they come up with this stuff? Then Shimmy corners Twilight in a dark, empty hallway.
Amazingly original.
Again, I was a bit concerned until I remembered that this is a movie for
It's not like
girls.
a fanfic
this
at all.
This is not the face of someone thinking G-rated thoughts. Old school Sunset was one twisted chick. Like, let's just sit down here and logic this out for a second. Twilight Sparkle and her friends in Equestria are adults. I don't think anyone's gonna argue with me on that. These are not teenagers living with their parents. They have lives, careers, and fucking government obligations. At the beginning of the series, I'm gonna guess that Twi was fresh out of college or some equivalent thereof. The point is she's relatively mature, a young adult. Now, Sunset Shimmer is Celestia's former protege, so it's safe to assume that she's at least the same age as Twilight, but moreover, she's very likely older. What I'm saying is that Sunset is a full-grown adult, probably somewhere between 25 and 30, relishing the part of a sadistic, domineering high school bully. What happened to you, Sonny? What kind of life produces a person like this? How damaged do you have to be to go around abusing a bunch of dumb, awkward teenagers and enjoy it so much? Maybe I've seen this movie a few too many times and I'm overthinking it, but still, it just makes you wonder. So she calls Twi a basic bitch and goes on this whole spiel about how she's gonna win the crown on prom night and turn the school into a personal harem and then destroy Equestria. And Spike's like, dude, why don't you just steal it from the principal's office? You went into another dimension and snuck into a heavily guarded castle to get it the first time. And Sonny's like,
no, that makes too much sense.
I was being bitchy, but that's just uncalled for. And Twilight's like, man, I'm sorry, he does this. But other than that, get fucked. So Twilight and Spike go to the library and she's like, all right, Spike, all I need to do is find a book on how to become popular in high school.
6.5 hours later.
I don't get it, Spike. I couldn't find a single textbook or published study. You'd think there'd be tons of material on high school social structure. It's obviously really important. All right, bro. I'm gonna try this one more time just in case you've been having strokes all day or something. Steal the fucking crown. Dude, it's not just about that. These chicks need my help. Oh, okay. Now you suddenly have a reason for not doing it. Man, these bitches are just underdeveloped versions of your real friends back home. Well, yeah, they're teenagers, dude. Of course they're less developed. No, I meant more annoying versions. Look, Sunset's a complete fucking psycho, and if she manages to kick your shit in and get that crown, this world gets wasted, and so does ours. How can you risk all of that just to make some stupid teenagers stop fighting? Because friendship's my thing, okay? If I don't stick with that, then I'm just another superfluous alicorn, and I'd rather destroy this world, Equestria, and the entire fucking multiverse than be a shorter, less hot version of Cadence who doesn't even get to ride my brother's dick. Okay, fair enough. Now, I'm gonna take advantage of being a dog and finally lick my own balls, then I'm going to sleep. Spike, that's gross, not to mention completely unsanitary. Someone's licking my balls tonight, Twilight. If you don't want to do it yourself, get off my back.
Because it's happening, just deal with it, Twilight. Alright, so that was a total legit recap of Equestria Girls' first half. Yeah. Not sure where he's going to go from here. I wonder how he's going to deal with Brad. I guess we'll find out. Let's just start the next one in 3, 2, 1, go. Immediately, Brad, okay.
So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Do it again now. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Getting horny now.
Twilight. Hey, Twilight. Why are you sleeping on books? The portal back to Equestria is right here. You could go home for the night and sleep in a real bed. You could take a shower. I mean, teenagers are all oily and flaky. They need frequent showers. The portal even creates clothes for you when you go through it. You could get a fresh set of clothes when you came back through. And you're gonna have dog hair all over you tomorrow. Twilight, seriously, what are you doing? Twilight. Anyway, we begin day 2 in Human Land, and everyone's laughing at Twilight, probably because she's greasy and covered in dog hair. Then suddenly... So apparently Sunny Shimmy made a shitty YouTube video to make Twilight look like a huge dork, which wasn't hard because that's like one of her defining character traits. Anyway, our current collection of bipedal doppelgangers tries to offer their assistance, but they all start bitching at each other over a bunch of petty bullshit. And Twilight's like, oh my god, this is why those sparkly-haired whores wouldn't go anywhere near this place. Human teenagers. Yo, everyone shut the fuck up. You guys used to be friends. Why the hell are you treating each other like shit? Pinkie Pie filled my locker with tampons. She downloaded porn on my laptop and ripped the tags off my mattress. Rainbow Dash stood me up on a date. I mean, bake sale. I didn't do any of that stuff. Wait, really? Except the porn. Sorry about that. It's alright. Most of it was pretty good. Guys, I think Sunset might be fucking with us here. Wait, you guys never even talked to each other about this shit? Twilight, if just talking things out was a viable plot option, the entire teen drama genre would just disappear into thin air. So AJ finally goes to talk with Dash, and she's like, turns out someone, and I think we know who, totally stabbed Rainbow in the back. Literally. I thought she ditched me, but she was bleeding and screaming for help in an alley the entire time. And Dash is all, yo, purple chick, if you want me to help you gotta play soccer with me. I was in a coma for 2 months and I'm kinda out of practice. Wow, man, you really fucking suck. But you tried, and this is a kid's show, so trying still counts. Wouldn't want them to know the truth. And these assholes are like, check it out, Sunset. She's totally lezzing out with that rainbow chick. Good work, boys. I know what I'm doing tonight. Anyway, so the gals go to the pub to knock back some Irish coffees, but then...
We've got to stop bumping into each other like this.
Oh, God. What is this? Twilight, my dude, what are you doing? There's a lot of things you can say about old T-Sparks here, scientist, scholar, spaghetti-spewing autist, but one thing you definitely couldn't say up till this point was shows any interest in dudes whatsoever. Now she's blushing harder than your average Japanese cartoon chick when Senpai gives her that coveted notice. AJ, I'm sorry to jack your lingo again, but what in fucking tarnation is going on here? Well, Twifags, before you drop that toaster in your tub or just die on the inside, I have an explanation for you. The explanation is anime.
Right,
hold on, stick with me. You see, Equestria Girls is just the MLP spackled equivalent of one of those Asian cartoons that nerds watch, and really there are only 2 differences between the 2 of them. One, I can understand what the fuck they're saying without having to read words, which is great, and 2, the titties are smaller, which just really fucking sucks. Now, as we all know, there is nothing hornier and more depraved than a high school-aged anime girl, and poor Twi's unsuspecting, geeky, virginal consciousness has just been thrust into the hormonally psychotic body of one of these ravenous beasts. The fact that she didn't drop to her knees right here and shove this dude's rod down her esophagus speaks to her restraint and discipline as a person. Oh my god, DWK.
Interesting.
You're just making excuses. Listen, man, she ain't my waifu, and as I pointed out in the first video, she's an adult. So long as she gets that crown back and she doesn't get crotch rot, I don't care what she sticks where. And let's be honest, the chick who gets this excited over books and table settings might, I'm just saying it might not be so bad for her, you know? But more importantly, is all that bullshit I just said any less plausible than Twilight? This Twilight Sparkle, developing a crush on some random dude she just met. And Twilight's thinking like, oh fuck, I have to get out of here. I don't think turning back into a pony's gonna fix a busted cherry. So she's all, guys, if we don't make me popular right now, I am totally boned in every sense of the word. And Rhea's like, darling, Bro,
It raises
check this shit out. Let's
actually
dress up
good
like
point. It
ponies
isn't
and sing a song.
any
Really?
worse
That's
than
fucking
what he had
gay.
said.
So what? Having fun is lame now? Of course it is. The internet told me so. Why would you listen to a bunch of anonymous retards who jack off to cartoons? Let's do this. You listen. Whether or not you like EQG, you cannot deny that this song will knock your fucking trunk. When the girls get this beat fired up and Twigs kicks down the door with that 808, I do a little fist pump every single time. You may not know this, but back when the first concept art for EQG dropped, I was loudly and obnoxiously opposed to the idea, but I gave it a shot anyway, and as I was watching this scene, I realized I was having fun. You guys remember what
Imagine
fun
that.
is, right? So that awesome song ends, but here comes Smug Set Shimmer, strutting around like she still owns the place, but sporting the weakest entourage ever. Jimmy, dude, like, seriously,
You can do
look
better.
cooler by yourself than you do with these dweeblers flanking you. They're dildos. You use them and you put them away. You don't walk down the hall waving them around. Okay, so now we know one of two things is true. Either Sunset has the most god-tier Photoshop skills of any high schooler in the history of the world, or Human Luna is retarded. No, look, I'm a huge Luna fan, okay? Go ask the guys in the Moon thread. They can tell you some shit. That aside, looking at the situation as objectively as I can, what is more likely? That Sunset Shimmer is a photo editing genius, or that a lady who wears a belt around the middle of her shirt might not be the sharpest tack? Oh my god, no, wait, I was wrong. Everyone is retarded. Everyone involved in this farce of a sabotage, whether intentionally or not, needs to be put on a bus and sent to the special school across town. Sunset, was this your plan? This was the ace up your sleeve? How did you even do this? You take pictures with a smartphone and then print them out and cut them up and what? Use a color copier to
Yeah, it
combine
is
them
freaking
together?
retarded.
Or, wait, did you use a scanner and then print them again? And then for the finishing move, the coup de fucking gras, leave the used photos in plain sight at the top of a school trash can. Masterful! I'm just kidding, Sonny. I love you. You're just meant to be a hero, not a villain. So Luna accepts the counter evidence just as quickly as she accepted the evidence itself, and Twiggy is
She's
off
not a
the
very
hook
good villain.
thanks to some baffling miscalculations, and of course, our man Flash, the Bradnator Sentry. So he asked Twi to the prom, which has now been postponed today due to the gym being trashed, and she's like, oh, Brad, that would be... Wait, no, get me the fuck out of here! And Ray's like, yo, T, everything Gucci? And Twi's like, dude, Spike, I can't keep this ravenous teenager cooch under control for much longer. If I don't get out of here tonight, I'm gonna be stuck in this madhouse for 30 plot years fucking a 17-year-old boy. So, finally, at Spike's behest, she tells the dudes that she's a freak from another dimension and that the crown is a magical whatever, and that if she doesn't get it tonight, she's gonna commit statutory rape. And they're like,
Let me get this straight. You're a pony?
and Dash is all,
Awesome!
we don't care if you're a horse girl, Twilight, you're our friend. Also, what do you mean statutory rape? You're both the same age. I'm like 25, dude. Ew, that's fucked. Why do you look like a teenager? Hey, the portal only gave me 2 choices, and this was a hell of a lot better than the adult model. Well, this is all pretty fucking weird. You guys want to do another song? What else will we do? I love ponies mixed with pop music, and we get 2 in a goddamn row. It's so cute, it gives my heart a massive boner. A raging heart on, if you will. It's nothing sexual, of course. There's no need to beat the meat that beats on its own. Anyway, long story short, everything's fixed and now they have pretty dresses. So, they roll up to this bitch in a limo, zestfully clean and ready to grind the night away, and Brad is like, dude, I know you screamed and ran away when I asked you out, but I just wanted to check if that's your final answer. And Purple's like,
I didn't say no. I mean, I did, but I didn't mean no.
alarm bells are ringing, Twilight. So everything's banging and Rarity is doing some very ladylike twerking. Then the music ends and spares us from whatever
You have to focus on that,
Dash
don't you?
thinks she's doing here, and Principal Celestia announces the winner of the popularity contest, and shit! Twiggy McSparkle sweeps it up and finally gets that fucking crown back. Alright, sweet. Time to bounce back to Horseland and be done with this insanity. Wait, Sunset, are you seriously telling me you can knock that entire statue down by yourself? It's fucking huge. I think someone could stop you before you got all the way through it. Or wait, is she implying that if she hits this part, it'll break the portal? Wouldn't the sledgehammer just go through the portal? I mean, Twilight brought a bunch of shit with her. It accepts non-magical inanimate objects. Also,
but
nice
where'd that
ring.
shit
Never
go?
seen
Did it
that
transform
before.
into the clothes?
Never will again. And Sonny's all, give me the crown or I'll knock this entire statue down with this hammer and my 90-pound body. No. Fuck you. So Sunset Shimmer just gives up. She's done. She doesn't have a backup plan here, nor does this appear to be some kind of feint. She just drops it, and the only reason this whole conflict didn't end right here and now is because she hears Twiggy's friends praising her and completely loses her shit.
Yes, she's so very special.
This brings me back to that question that I was kicking around earlier. What the hell happened to Sunset?
Come on.
Everyone always compares Sunset with Glimmer and says that they're essentially the same character, but I've never felt that way, and this scene is one of the big reasons why. Starlight Glimmer went through a traumatic experience as a child, and yeah, I know, it wouldn't have been so devastating if she just, I don't know, kept in touch with Sunburst, but kids are stupid, and it's beside the point regardless. The point is that that experience shaped her entire worldview and was the genesis of an ideology that I'm probably
I still think it's stupid,
by
but
calling
he's right, kids are
but
fucking
it
stupid.
was an ideology nonetheless. That is to say that Glimmy actually believed what she was doing was right and that the world would have been a better place if it had adopted the social structure she'd created. Sunset Shimmer does not give me that impression at all. She's not doing this fucked up shit in service of some twisted idea of a greater good. As far as I can tell, she's just mad. The things we've seen over the course of this movie are not the machinations of someone executing any kind of carefully thought out play for power, nor does she at any point offer rhetoric that might speak to a driving philosophy behind her actions. Sunset just seems angry. She's cruel, vindictive, lashes out at anyone and everyone, and her plan is just made up on the fly. The more I think about it, the more obvious it becomes that this is a rebellion. And I'm not talking a political secession or a military coup. I mean a leather jacket wearing, rap metal listening, mad at my mom, fuck you, that makes this seemingly absurd premise of sticking MLP in a high school suddenly look very appropriate. Oh, wait, I started psychoanalyzing My Little Pony characters again. Give me a moment while I fix myself a bleach martini with a side of noose. Honestly, I think this is a legitimately potent image. Sunset gnawing at her lip with tears streaming down her face before they evaporate as her transformation completes. I think she knows this is all wrong, but this is My Little Pony the anime, so we need a final form with a slutty outfit and a rainbow explosion before the movie can end. And Twice like, dude, Shims, you need to grow up, man. This is fucking retarded and you know it. But I am grown up, Twilight. That's why it's so easy for me to manipulate these vapid, clueless teenagers. And now that I have my own personal army of impressionable young people, I'll have emotional validation for the rest of my life. Bro, these kids right here are more mature than you are. Listen, you dumb whore. Becoming an adult is not about a number. It doesn't magically happen when you reach a certain age. It happens when you stop being a selfish tool and realize that there are more important things in this world than your stupid little feelings. I'm fucking terrified of being a princess, but I'm just gonna fucking do it because the world doesn't revolve around my emotions. You get what I'm saying? Go fuck yourself, Twilight. Alright, I tried. Let's fucking smash her. One thing I love about Twilight is that she understands the value of a good bitch slap. She's very courteous, she always tries to talk sense into people first, but Purple here clearly recognizes that sometimes people don't listen to reason and you just gotta smack them around a little bit. And she's like, I'm sorry I had to do that, dude, but you need to get your shit together. You're gonna trash your whole life. But what's the point in even trying? Everyone hates me now. Man, you'd be really surprised what people are willing to forgive you for if you just stop being a dick. You can fix this, but you need to start now. So, Twiggles gets a crown back, everyone parties hard, and our victorious princess turns her trademark wiggle into the next big dance craze. We say a heartfelt goodbye to our two-legged freak shows, and Twi's like, you know what, Spike? You were right. I just gotta deal with this shit. Responsibility isn't always a choice. Sometimes, yo, dude, shut the fuck up. You already did a speech a minute ago, and I just want to go
that's enough
home.
of that.
I'm sick of licking my own ass, and I'm just amazed we got out of here before you sucked off that dweeb with the blue hair. Oh, yeah. I'm glad that didn't happen in the bathroom while everyone was dancing. Twilight, please tell me you didn't. I'm just kidding, Spike. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Alright. And whenever you're done with the second half of it, fair enough. Alright, but yeah, whenever he's done with the second half of it, I'll do the Rainbow Rocks one. Until then, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing because there's no first episode of, unless I missed it, but yeah, in the playlist, there was no first episode of Season 7, and no second half of Rainbow Rocks, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. As far as this one, there's one thing I wanted to talk about, in pointing out the differences between Sunset and Starlight. Really, I mean, yeah, it's like their motivations, their attitudes, their methods, completely different, that's true. I think the only reason that people were comparing them to each other was because they were both meant to be kind of a foil for Twilight. Different motivations, yeah. It's like, I never really thought that they were just clones of each other, but they're just meant to be antagonists that initially, eventually friends, but yeah, the only reason that I believe people say that is mainly because of that. Yeah. But yeah, he's got a good point. It's like they are older. Like, I always thought that, Sunset would have to be older because, I don't know, when was she Celestia's student? Like right before Twilight? Did she leave when she was still a kid? Well, it's hard to tell, but yeah, she would be at least a couple years older as far as I'm concerned. So he's got a point there. And yeah. That was a good one. I want to thank you all for watching. The links to the original in the description below. As always, be sure to support the original. And until next time, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.